is your board set right now? What does your board look like right now, Thomas?
Yeah, our board is set, and it's set. We're still doing some minor adjustments and massaging, as we call it. We've talked about massaging your draft board.
Yep.
That's a great vision, right? But
yes.
The reality, there's no, we're moving boards nowadays, but rarely are we on magnetic boards, especially in this remote situation, right?
Right.
We're all on our screens now, and they've come so far, the screens. But anyway, we're in the process of doing that, and we're really close to it. Dan and I, Coach Quinn and I meet basically every morning from 8 to noon watching video together in a sort of a Zoom mode. We're watching or Teams, whatever we decide, and we have great discussion. Of course, the video isn't as clear as you'd like it to be, as it's transmitting, but great conversation, great discussion. And we're able to discuss our draft board day in and day out, and I think we're in a good spot.
And when you're looking at your draft board, do you have at the top of the draft board who you think is the number one overall pick in the draft, like say Burrow or Chase Young, or is it the way that you're viewing things when you're sitting there at 16? How does that work?
Yeah, it's a great point. What we do is, we have the entire draft board up as we deem the talent to be, yes, as it relates to us, but we have, by each position, by grade, we have our guys listed from top talent to the bottom, at that specific position. So, it does apply to us, of course, but what we do is we move down a few sections and we kind of project to what will be potentially there at 16. Or if we decide to move up to 10 or back to 24, whatever the numbers are, we'll project that way. We have really what we do is we spend a lot of time on our scenarios, Rich. And we may have 10 different scenarios plus. You could go exponentially more than that if you really wanted to. But we spend a lot of time on scenarios. I think that's a prepare in times of peace, bleed less in times of war idea. Whose quote is that? I'm still. Is it Patton's quote?
No, I said it. I said it, Thomas. I said it.
With that beautiful lavender shirt you have on.
Mauve. It's
mauve.
Let's look. Everything's an evaluation with you these days, Thomas. I guess it's that time of year. It's a Patton quote, Christopher. Is it Chris?
Confirmed a Patton.
Very
quote.
Good. I like you using that. So, all right. Now, who's the top of your draft board? Is it a quarterback?
Oh, that's a great question, right? I thought you were going to ask if it was a quarterback somewhere in the Southeast. You probably,
yes, yeah. Is it?
Well, I wouldn't tell you exactly who it is, just because it would probably be, I think that's like a major faux pas in our world. But The reality is he is one of the very, 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 very best in the league, potentially, in the NCAA. So yes, he's quite high on our board.
Where do you stand with that individual that we're not naming as a potential Tom Brady lookalike? I've been hearing that a lot about Burrow. What's your evaluation of him?
He honestly he's a heck of a football player, and he's just got such a combination of not only his skills, his moxie, and his intelligence and his ability to work the field, as well as his athleticism. He just seems like he comes to the table with a full package, and he's got an air about him, as you know, that is very cocksure, which is good for him, right? He's a guy that is very, very sort of aggressive in his ways in a really cool manner. I think a team is going to do well with him for sure.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.